Hi friends, welcome to Exams Daily English. Today we are going to see about the current affairs of August 9 to 10, 2020. Before that, don't forget to subscribe our channel and click the bell icon for daily updates. The first news is PM Modi inaugurates first ever submarine optical fiber cable for Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated 2,300 km submarine optical fiber cable network. It is between Chennai and Andaman Nicobar Islands. This cable project is running through 2,313 km. It is undersea between Chennai and Port Vellore at the cost of rupees 1,224 crore. 7 islands of Andaman and Nicobar Islands are connected rather than Port Vellore. They are namely Swaraj Dweep, Little Andaman, Car Nicobar, Kamarto, Great Nicobar, Long Island and Rangat. This will boost digital services between tele-education, telehealth, e-governance services and tourism on the island. About Andaman and Nicobar Islands is, the capital is Port Vellore. The important national parks are Mount Harain TNP, Mahatma Gandhi Marine MP, Campbell Bay MP and North Button Island MP. The second news is, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh launches Atmanirbhar Bharat Sabtak. The Defence Minister of India Rajnath Singh launched the Atmanirbhar Bharat Sabtak. This move is aimed at promoting Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision for the self-reliant India with increased local manufacturing. The move is meant to give an impetus to domestic defense production. Defense Minister said that the Defense Ministry is now ready for the big push to encourage indigenous defense manufacturing in line with Prime Minister Modi's clarion call for an Atmanirbhar Bharat. The important points about Defense Ministry is, the headquarters is located in New Delhi and it is founded at 15 August 1947. The next news is, Government to unveils COVID-19 National Clinical Registry. Government has launched a project to develop COVID-19, that is Corona National Clinical Registry in India. That is, it will collect standardized data regarding clinical and laboratory features, treatments and outcomes of hospitalized infected patients. It is a joint project between ICMR, Union Health Ministry and AIIMS of Delhi. The data will serve as a tool for appropriate patient management strategies, predicting disease severity, patient's outcome data of medications and health systems. The next news is, PM launches rupees 1 lakh crore Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. It is also releases 6th installment of PM Kishan scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched 1 lakh crore rupees for Agriculture Infrastructure Fund to give a leg up to post-harvest management and marketing of agricultural produce. The scheme will enable startups to scale up their operations and India to build a global presence in organic and fortified food. The fund was launched with rupees 1,128 crore of new loans disbursed to more than 2,200 cooperative societies. During the event, the Prime Minister also transferred 17,100 crore rupees to more than 8.5 crore farmers under the PM Kishan Direct Income Assistance Scheme. The objective is to provide medium to long-term debt financing for setting up of post-harvest infrastructure and community assets for marketing of farm produce. The next news is, Ramesh Pokhriyal inaugurates 2-day global conference on remining and transforming the university organized by OP Jindal Global University. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, Union Minister for Education, inaugurated the global conference on reimagining and transforming the university, confluence of ideas during and beyond the COVID-19 disruption, hosted by OP Jindal Global University, an international institute for higher education research and capacity building on 6th and 7th August 2020. The important points about Ministry of Education is, the Union Minister is Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank and the Minister of State is Sanjay Dhotre. The next news is, Mauritius declares a state of environmental emergency. A state of environmental emergency has been declared by the island nation of Mauritius. The environmental emergency has been declared as the Japanese bulk carrier MV Wakashio ran around on a reef in Mauritius and began leaking oil into the ocean. The ship started 2 weeks ago is leaking tons of fuel into the surrounding waters. The important points about Mauritius is the Prime Minister is Praveen Jugnauth and the President is Prithviraj Singh Rupan. The next news is Bangladesh to construct war memorial for Indian soldiers. Bangladesh government has took a decision to construct a monument for the Indian soldiers. The country will establish monument for the Indian soldiers who died in 1971 during the Bangladesh struggle for independence from Pakistan. The announcement was made by the Bangladesh War Liberation Minister Mohammed Hauk. The proposed memorial is meant for Indian soldiers alone in order to cherish the Amardir between the Indian Army and freedom fighters of Bangladesh. The important points about Bangladesh is the Prime Minister of Bangladesh is Sheikh Hasina and the capital is Dhaka and the currency is Taka. The next news is IIT Kharagpur researchers bag Innovation Award for generating power from wet clothes. Two teams of IIT Kharagpur researchers have bagged the Gandhian Young Technological Innovation Awards 2020 for pioneering work in the field of clean energy. The Innovation Award was conferred on Professor Suman Chakrabarti, Professor Parth Saha and Dr. Aditya Bandopade from the Department of Mechanical Engineering for their work, Electrical Power Generation from Wet Textile, and Professor Sunanto Dashgupta and his team for the Department of Chemical Engineering were also awarded for their work, Smart, Flexible and Multifunctional Thermal and Energy. The important points about IIT Kharagpur is the director is Virendra Kumar Tiwari. The next news is RIB, that is Reserve Bank of India, launches online dispute resolution system for digital payments. RIB has introduced online dispute resolution ODR system for resolving customer disputes and grievances related to digital payments. It will be a system-driven and rule-based mechanism with zero or minimal manual intervention. Bank and non-bank payment system operators will have to implement ODR for failed transaction by January 1, 2021. About RBI is the headquarters is located in Mumbai and the governor is Shakidanta Das. The next news is Flipkart signs MOU with UP government one district, one product scheme. E-commerce marketplace Flipkart has signed a memorandum of understanding with the one district, one product ODOP scheme of the Uttar Pradesh government to bring artisans, weavers and craftsmen into mainstream business. With help of this, underserved communities from UP will get a push to showcase their specialized products and crafts to millions of customers across the country. The next news is Hardayal Prasad becomes new MD and CEO of PNB Housing Finance. PNB Housing Finance has announced the appointment of the former SBI card head Hardayal Prasad as its new managing director and chief executive officer. Prasad will take over from Neeraj Vyas, the current interim managing director and chief executive officer of the company, will step down from the position on August 10. The more points about PNB Housing Finance is the head office is located in New Delhi and the tagline is Ghar Ki Baat. The next news is Union Minister Smriti Zubin Irani launches mobile app for Handloom Mart scheme. Srimati Smriti Irani launched the mobile app and back-end website for Handloom Mark scheme HLM. The minister said that the Handloom Mark is being promoted to provide collective identity to the authentic handloom products. The more important points about Ministry of Textiles is the Union Ministry of this Textiles is Smriti Zubin Irani and headquarters is located in Udyog Bhavan, New Delhi. The next news is India to host ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021. International Cricket Council has confirmed India's position to host ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021. The format of the T20 will remain the same as set for 2020 and all the teams will qualify for that will participate. ICC has also postponed an ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2020, which will be held in Australia in 2022 due to COVID-19 along with new qualification event. ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2021 to be held in New Zealand has also been postponed till February-March 2022. The more points about ICC is the chairman is Imran Khwaja interim and the CEO is Manu Swame and the headquarters is located in Dubai, UAE. The next is Quit India Day is observed on 9th August. Quit India Day is observed on 9th August every year. The day commemorates the important moment in the freedom struggle. The day is celebrated to pay tribute to the freedom fighters. It was launched by Mahatma Gandhi at the Bombay session of the All India Congress Committee on 8th August 1942 during World War II. Under the movement, more than 1 lakh people were arrested and the government resorted to violence in order to crush the agitation. The next is International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples is observed on 9th August. International Day of the World's Indigenous People is observed on 9th August 2020. The day is virtually commemorated. It featured a panel discussion on the initiative where indigenous peoples demonstrate resilience and strength in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic while confronting grave threats to their survival. The theme of 2020 International Day of the World's Indigenous People is COVID-19 and Indigenous People Resilience. Thank you. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and comment, and don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you.